Good morning, good afternoon, a very good evening to all my listeners. We got a lovely, beautiful, highly energetic lady with us, Mindi Dovberg. A very warm welcome to you, Mindi. So nice of you for being
Thank
with us.
you so
We say
much for
namaste.
having me. I'm so excited to be here. And it's funny you said a warm welcome. I'm
Thank you
always
so
cold.
much. Well, let me read two sentences about you which I like most, and then immediately we would like that you tell about yourself in a minute or so, and then we will go for the rapid fire questions. Here is a small detail about Mindy. Mindy, who walked into the Atlantic Ocean over 883 days in row, unimaginable. If it is 900 days, then it comes to about 30 months. And if it is 30 months, it comes to about 2.5 years. Oh God. Finding healing in the cold and after life changing accident. Mindy is a transformational speaker and an author who uses greed and real world experience to guide others. Once again, a welcome to you, Mindy. Now, please tell
Thank
something
you.
more about yourself, and then we will have the question answer session. The
Wonderful.
platform
So
is yours.
thank
Mindy,
you.
please.
So, like you said, I've been walking into a moving body of water for over 883 days straight. I started this journey after my late father passed away. And I
Mhm.
really just wanted to shake the grief off of me. And as we know, we don't ever get rid of the grief, but I was really grief stricken. And I just felt
Mhm.
like walking into the cold would shake it. And it did.
Ooh, I'm shivering.
Yes. I actually have chill bumps.
Hmm.
I've done this now and it's really helped me. I have a group of people who also do it with me on Sundays, and I am helping them see that their limiting beliefs are limiting them. And when you go into the cold, it's just you and your mind and the cold, and there's just nothing like it.
Oh, great. You have done really a great. You have literally achieved something unimaginable. Wow, beautiful.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
here are the questions that are sent by our listeners. And the first question goes like this. Mindy, your story of cold water healing is really amazing. What was the moment that it became more than just a physical practice for you? How it
So
happened?
I started this journey November 17th, 2022.
Oh,
And
oh,
so this November 17th is going to be 3 years that I've been doing this. So from November 2022 to April 2023, which was maybe like 150 days in between, I had gone in the ocean 89 of those days. And
oh.
so what stopped me to doing it was the limiting beliefs. It was, oh my gosh, it's so cold. It was like just all this stuff that was happening. So when it was my 89th day, something just dropped into my head and said, what if you did this every day?
Mhm.
And so on my 89th day, that also became day one of this consecutive journey for me. It's been absolutely transformational for me, primarily just because of the beliefs that we all hold, the limiting beliefs that we all carry with us. We carry with them until we break them. And cold water has the ability to help with that.
Oh, great. Well, you come to know that you embraced discomfort, especially after your car accident. Please tell us what was the biggest change in how you thought about all these challenges, how you coped up.
So I really think the way you can cope with challenges, and this really does equate to going into the water, is practicing deep breathing. I think that when we're in the muck of a challenge, whatever it is, I don't have to illustrate what a challenge is. We all go through or we grow through a challenge. we stop breathing. I mean, we're breathing obviously, but we don't actually take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And I know that when my father passed away, that's what we did. That's really what we did, is we just honored him, obviously, but every time we started hysterically crying, breathing deep, and it shifted. So that's exactly what happens in the cold water. If you let your mind start going crazy,
Mhm.
then you're not honing in on your breath. And when you do, you can actually stay in much longer than you think you can. That's really the truth.
My God.
I do wish I had this mindset thought when I got in the car crash a number of years ago, because I
Oh,
wasn't deep breathing and I wasn't meditating. Now that's part of my practice. So to answer your question, I wasn't doing it then. It just came to me and I'm very grateful for it.
great. When
Thank
you
you.
told us something about this meditation, please tell us that your bland cold water practice with your spiritual, you have already blended this cold water practice with your spiritual work. So, how do these two things work together for you?
I think that it's all about just the process. When you wake up in the morning and you know you're going to walk into cold, it is an automatic reset every moment. Driving to it, it's an automatic reset. Walking on the beach when it's 36 degrees Fahrenheit, you have to recalibrate it all the time. Then when you get out of the water and you are just like that, I can't even
God,
fake it. I mean, it's like you feel like you can conquer the world, and you know that you can conquer the day. That's real. Once you've done that, you can conquer whatever else is laying before you. And I know that
great.
not everybody has an ocean, but I have a tool that someone that we can that can help people.
Wow. And I got a weird question that while swimming, you said that you are meditating, and suppose you fall asleep, then
When I feel like the when I'm meditating in the water, it's certainly
hmm,
not the same as I'm meditating on a cushion. It's
hmm,
not. It is just, it's kind of like when you're meditating when you're driving, right? You're not closing your
oh,
eyes, you're just being and trying to get yourself out of the traffic situation and trying to bring yourself back to center. It's the same type
beautiful.
of thing. So sometimes I close my eyes when I'm in the water. Most times I don't, but it's meditative and calm
Hmm.
to just experience the cold. We are always running away from the cold. Oh,
Oh,
everybody does. Everybody runs away. And this is an opportunity to come down into the cold and really embrace it.
uh-huh.
Yes.
Great.
So
Oh,
exciting.
so exciting, really. Well, your new book is coming. This is what I came to know. And it has got not one or 10 or 20 or 30. It has 37 life hacks. My God. Please tell us one surprising hack that you can share with us. We would love to listen it.
So, one of the hacks that I've discovered is
Hmm.
to look at yourself in the mirror.
Okay.
We really do not like to do that. And the moment that we do it, we start ripping, oh, the wrinkle, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this. So, one of the hacks in order to really get yourself out of a funk is to really just look at yourself. And you
Mm-hmm.
might like yourself, you might love yourself, you might not like yourself, but it's really honoring the eye contact that you can have with yourself and really see, like any healing journey, things are going to come up for you, whether you cry, whether you have to look away, whatever it is. It gives me chills talking about mirror work, which I learned from Louise Hay.
Mm-hmm. And if I ask you that out of 37, if you describe one about this mirror gazing, then can I take it that out of all 37, this one is the best one?
No, I wouldn't say that this one is the best one. What I
Mm-hmm.
think is, I think all of them are the best ones. That's why
Oh.
they're in the book. But that one is something that I know there's a rub with people. It's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
asking people to go into the cold ocean with me. There's a pushback. Oh, I can't do that. And there's the limiting belief again. You can do it, and it might be
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable, just like healing is uncomfortable, but you need to grow in order to transform. And it really does begin with looking at yourself and saying nice things, or telling yourself you're handsome or you're beautiful, whatever, it starts with you.
Let me go a little more deeper. Mindy, believe me, I'm trying this gazing for since long, but no, I couldn't, because as soon as I look in the mirror, I start closing my eyes or my thoughts starts diverting. So, what is the best practice that one should do if he's practicing this mirror gazing? What do you say?
So I think the best practice really is to honor whatever it is that you're doing, right? You're trusting the process.
Hmm.
So whatever it is, if you do look away, why am I looking away? Like, ask yourself, why am I looking away? I can't look at myself. And it's
Wow.
really just that in and of itself is growth for somebody. There are people that I work with who cannot look in the mirror and say that they like themselves.
Correct.
So
Correct.
what do? Is they just sit there and just look. Maybe they're not saying anything. It's
Hmm.
really, really, really powerful.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Good. Excellent tip that you have given, especially to me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you lead a group called the Sunday Splashers.
Yes.
Then, what is the most powerful lesson you have learned from them instead of teaching them?
So I don't teach them to walk in the water. I do
Hmm.
I do have clients who I do teach. This is a group that I
Hmm.
formed every Sunday from November to April. So
Okay.
I think the biggest lesson is listening to their limiting beliefs. Most of the
Oh.
people that are part of it, I have either met out and about, met them on the beach, asked them if they were interested. They didn't say the whole thing that everyone says. They actually were interested, but it's where the rubber meets the road. Because when everyone else is all bundled up, right? We are undressing we're getting down to our bathing suits and going into the water. There's a different mindset shift that happens. And I think that there's a lot of people who began saying, oh, no, 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 I'll just watch you. And then all of
Correct.
a sudden they're like, you know what? I think I can do this. You're making me believe that I can do this. And then they do it, and then they attend. So I'm hoping this is our third season. I'm really hoping that more people where I live
Oh.
come and do this with us, because it really, doing it on Sunday sets you up for the week ahead.
Hmm.
And that's something that a lot of them share with me. I look forward to this on Sunday morning so I can have the better Monday. Because everybody gets the
Oh.
Monday blues, right? So it's really awesome.
And out of this way, when especially the people who have never dared to walk in the water, so those who come out of that, and then they might be sharing their experiences. Can you please share one of the such experience that you thought that it was literally a life-changing experience for them? What was that?
So there was a Sunday last year.
Mm-hmm.
A woman comes with four young girls. I would say that they were
Okay.
in their teens. I don't know where they came from. I don't know how they found out about the Sunday
Mm-hmm.
Splashers, but someone told them, and they were from a crisis group somewhere where I live. And so she came because these girls wanted to just put their foot in. That's what they wanted to do. They just wanted to experience putting their foot in. And because they came in their bathing suits, they just
Hmm.
decided, based on all of our energy, they were like, we want what they have. And so when they came out of the water, they literally were just like us. They had
Ooh.
this smile. They didn't come to the beach with this smile. They came out of the water with this smile. And that is something that I try very, very hard to drive into people, that they think they're going to come out of the water and be like, you know, I'm not going to say you're not shivering, because sometimes you are. You can't help it. But it's that smile. I can't even fake it right now because I'm not in the cold, but it is just, it's such a grin, and everyone has it. Yeah, we take a selfie in the before and we take a selfie after, and they are
Mm-hmm.
completely different photos. They look like completely different people, and all they've done is go into the ocean.
Ooh,
It's really incredible.
great. Yes. And similar to that, would you like to advise people to start with cold shower?
Yes. So there is a whole thing about cold showers. And what I recommend to people who do not live like by the ocean like I do is,
Hmm.
as you are getting out of your hot shower,
Hmm.
to then turn the water before you get out, just turn the water to the first feeling of cold and see how much you can tolerate, because you
Hmm.
might be able to be like, well, that's just fine. Some people go all the way, which I think is a little
Oh.
daring, but just a little bit. And what I would suggest is you take the shower head and you just do your arms. Like, you don't need to doing the head is next
Hmm.
level. So because you get brain fuse, a lot of nerves on the top of your head. So you definitely don't want to do your head. But what I suggest is that you
Hmm.
aim the shower at the back of your neck.
Hmm.
Don't let your head, and just let the
Hmm.
water come down. And the moment before you get out, just try it and see. And really, you do it in the back of your neck. It is
Hmm.
like going into the ocean. Your whole entire body feels the chill. And it's a beautiful thing that we have. We all have a shower. Some people have better hot water than cold water, but you know what?
Hmm.
Cold is cold. And it's really impressive to be able to, stand in front of a cold shower.
Wow, great. And I remember someone asked that while starting, as you said, slowly, slowly, you should go fine. But he should try from the leg side, or from the head side, or from the shoulder, or from the chest, or from the head. How they should start,
So I think that to start is, with you're at the hot, just
right?
go right where it reaches the cold. You
Hmm.
feel it right away, and you might
Hmm.
jump out. What I'm
Hmm.
suggesting is you just do your arms. If you want, do your
Okay.
legs. When you do your whole torso and your head, it's really the next level. Your arms and your legs, you can kind of handle it, but you might want to turn it all the way hot again. I mean, like, it's just, you have to figure out what works for you. But I guarantee that once you start doing that, you're going to start doing that. And I suggest that you do not turn it to hot before you get out again. Let the cold linger on your body. Just
Ooh.
feel it. That's the whole other thing, Dinesh, about, this practice, is that there's a
Hmm.
before, during, and after. And
Hmm.
the during is in the water, but the after is a completely different experience. It's
Oh.
completely different. Yeah.
Because believe me, Mindy, there are. I have attended few of the courses about Mr. Hoffman, the
Oh, you
Iceman.
have? Good for
Okay, yeah,
you.
and believe me, the people around me, they were having many doubts, many questions. But I am sure one of the main question that I ask you, so my listener who must be listening to you, they will be literally blessed, and they will love this answer, because the way you told, described the steps, they were very good, quite good. And
Thank you.
I promise you, tomorrow I will do it again.
Oh, good. Oh, that's yeah.
Because here, in even in summer season, I get scared to go under the
Yeah.
cold water.
Yeah,
My God,
it's
it's
definitely a very interesting way to do it. And it's something that I figured out by myself, because it's just like, once I realized that the head is like next level, and just to do your extremities, that's
hmm.
still very, very cold. Your goosebumps are going to come out. You're going to be like that, right? But
Hmm.
yeah, it's to embrace that feeling.
Oh,
Yeah.
Before I proceed to next question, one more question, that your hands or the fingers, they start becoming bluish when you taking the cold shower. So one should get afraid, or it's okay, it's a part of
Well,
the
so
process.
when you don't want your fingers and your toes to get bluish, that is something that you do not want to have happen. Some people wear booties and gloves in the ocean. I'm not suggesting you wear surf booties and surf gloves in the shower, but
Hmm.
really don't stand under it when you're until your fingers get blue. What they say is to really stay under when you start, they say this when you start shivering, you're burning brown fat. That's where the rub of it is. But it takes a while to get to that tolerance. So just listen to yourself. What I want to share is that when you think to yourself, oh my gosh, it's so cold, just push yourself for a couple seconds before, because that is your limiting belief trying to get you back into your comfort zone. So,
Right.
yes.
Whoa. I think I must keep on asking you, and asking you. Well, well, here is my next question. That you help people turning their excuses into confetti. So please tell me, what is the most common excuse that you hear from the people, and how you turn that excuse into action?
So I think the first the excuse that I hear from everybody that is not yes, I want to do it, is, oh, that's for you, or I can't stand the cold. I mean, people say that to me, but I myself was one of those people that I was just like always had something over my shoulders, always shivering. So now I don't experience that because my body is acclimated. So I've learned honestly that when someone says no, I no longer push them. It's kind of like, when you're in sales. It's like, and this is different because I'm asking people to do something that is completely outside their comfort zone. So I
Correct.
don't push. And when I don't push, and I kind of just let them be by the wayside, sometimes they come back because they
Uh-huh.
realize that, you know what, maybe I should try it. She's smiling so big, or she's always laughing, whatever it is. Like, they see it in me. They definitely see the post smile is real.
Yeah,
Post
their
plunge
ego
smile
hurts.
is real.
Yeah, and their ego hurts that why, if everyone is doing, why can't I do?
Exactly, which is why I don't need to pressure people. In the very beginning, I was wanting everyone to do it because I was feeling so good from doing it. But now I don't do that. I've learned my lesson.
Right. And well, here is one more question, Mindy, that your journey is about resilience. What is the one piece of advice that you would give to someone who feels completely stuck? What would be your reply? Mindy, please.
I really feel like that the what I would tell the person
Hmm?
is to really trust the process, because I
Ah.
think that we're always so wanting to be over here, but we
Hmm.
need to take the little itty bitty steps to get to that.
Ah,
And
right.
so, you have these big dreams. When you're in that space, you want to be over here, and just to trust and to really honor you, which is where mirror talk comes back in. Because once you begin to honor yourself and you trust yourself, then you're going to, maybe you'll take a big step. It may not be little steps. So that's what I would say: trust the process.
Great.
And it is a
I'm so
process.
I'm so thankful to you that you gave a perfect reply, and that too from the bottom of your heart.
It was. Thank you.
Super. Very nice. I'm sure the listener must be blessing you. Well, Mindy, let me turn to some other direction, change my vehicle to move in a different way. And here are the rapid fire questions for which I request you to reply as short as in possible. And these are the few questions that I'm sure you would love to reply it. The most interesting question, that at least which I think so, that is, Mindy, For you, what is the sunrise or sunset dip? Which one you prefer?
So when I initially thought about this, I really thought both. But when I really think during the sunset, you're actually in the water as the sun goes down. And of course, it looks like it's going down in the water. For sunrise, the sun is rising, but it's off in the distance. You still see it in the water, but it's not descending down. And I think the sunset, I have some really fabulous photos of me from sunset because the light's perfect.
Ooh,
And it's really, I'm cold. I love it.
wow. And for you, if choices are given, this universe has got how many? Five or seven oceans. Which one is your favorite ocean?
So I've done the majority of these plunges in the Atlantic Ocean.
Hmm.
And, of course, I desire to go to other oceans and I
Ooh,
have been to other oceans. That's the Atlantic Ocean is the ocean.
come down to Melbourne. We have got beautiful ocean here. Yeah. And here we have got more than 10,000 beaches. Even if you try one beach one day, it will take about 30 years.
Wow.
So, welcome to Australia.
Thank you.
Well, here is the next question. Go to comfort food after a cold plunge. What is that?
So it's not a food because I intermittent fast because I do
Ah,
the plunge in the morning, but it's a hot beverage. There's something about
ooh.
me cupping the way I hold this cup is almost I'm like warms up my hands, warms up my
Mm-hmm.
fingers. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could put it between my toes to be honest with you, or like
Great.
between my feet. But yes, something hot, black coffee, black tea, either of those two things.
Lovely. No doubt your book is superb one, but still beside your book, what's the book that everyone should read? What would be your reply for that?
I'm going to say Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your
Mm-hmm.
Life. That's the book that I
Oh.
learned about mirror talk. That
Mm-hmm.
book shifted me
Ooh.
when I was in the car crash because I got to understand
Hmm.
what is a limiting belief, how the thoughts we think are directing our pain and keeping us out of pain. And that book, yes, 100%. You Can Heal Your Life, Louise Hay.
Great. Well, everyone talks about healing and wellness. But for you, what is the biggest unpopular opinion about healing or wellness? What would be?
I think the biggest unpopular opinion that is everybody wants to heal, right? I
Ah.
think that as even as a Reiki Master Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
someone has to come to you when they're ready to heal. Some people like to be, I mean, they don't know this subconsciously. Maybe they do know it subconsciously. They don't know consciously that they want to still be in pain. And even though they say, I don't want to be in pain, but somehow, some way, they're not ready to accept healing. And I know this to be true because when I was in the
Mm-hmm.
muck of it, I was that person. I was like, no, 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 you're not a doctor. Like now it's all about alternative healing. It's about unconventional healing, which is,
Correct.
you have to be ready for it. You can't just say you need healing. You need to wait for them to come to you. It's a very different mindset shift.
Right. Oh,
Yes.
correct. Well, Mindy, looking to your face and your photographs and all, no doubt God has given you external beauty. And today, after your interview, I can very well say that you have got internal beauty also.
Thank you.
Wow, really. And for that, what would be reply if I say that a skill that you wish you had? No doubt, all the skills you have.
So I would say playing an instrument.
Uh-huh.
I have friends who are mega talented who can sing, who can play. I mean, so many instruments, not just one, but they can play a whole bunch. I
Hmm.
think that's the skill I would like. I play the djembe sometimes, which is hitting,
Hmm.
which is very different than playing a piano or a guitar or something. But yes, I try to get my joy out by playing that djembe because it does fuel my soul and I like the beat of it. But
Nice.
and instruments, mega more instruments would be the answer to that.
Good. Sure. Well, Can you give one word to describe the feeling of the cold ocean? What is that?
Exhilarating.
Oh, please repeat it. Lovely.
It's exhilarating. The whole thing is exhilarating. And,
Lovely.
and me even just saying that to you was like, who am I talking about this? But I love it. I could talk about it forever. It's incredible.
Well, here is a personal question from my side, and that is, Mindy, what is the biggest misconception people have about you?
So, with regards to what we're talking about, I think the biggest misconception that people have is that I don't get cold anymore. I was just on the beach over the weekend, and all my friends were wearing, like, something over their shoulders, and I just got cold from being in the wet bathing suit. The wind picked up, and I'm human. Like, I still get cold. I just don't allow the I'm so cold to enter myself. I try to embrace it as long as I can, but when the chill bumps come up, your body's telling you something, right?
Very right. Well, I
Yes,
have got
they
so
think I don't
many
get
other.
cold anymore. It's crazy.
Well, I have got so many questions to ask you, but time do not permit me. We are already over the time. Well, on behalf of this platform, believe me, I really pray Almighty God to give you all strength, all wisdom, all power, all money, all time, all energy, and everything. That please keep on doing the work that you are doing. That's
Thank you.
lovely. Yeah, that's really lovely. And I'm sure all my listeners who are listening now or who will be listening afterwards will get so much of benefit from your talk, because I know, as I said, that even in summer people are scared of taking bath in cold water, whereas you two bath for about 2.5 years. My God, unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Thank you.
It's unbelievable. So yeah, good. And if possible, please do spare some time for our platform next time when we call you. We will love to have you again and again.
Wonderful. Thank
So,
you so
so
much. I
nice of you. Thank you
appreciate it.
so much.
Thank you.
I love this session. It was really
Thank you. Me
wonderful.
too. It was fun.